Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. I believe it's Wednesday night. We got a film study for you, and this one's live. Okay, I do a lot of film studies that are just private for the Patreon audience. I took it to them today, especially the producer, Dicko, back here, and was just like, man, look, these are two of my favorite players, to evaluate and to watch on film. I think it'd be a good night. We got some good momentum. We had a record-breaking for this platform, a record-breaking night, Monday night, on the NBR topics with Rush Probst and all that. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. I think it's some of the best work we've done. Dicko did a great job producing that one as well. So got some good momentum. Figured we'd take this one live for everyone. I will just preface tonight. If you like anything we're doing tonight, okay, anything at all, if you enjoy what we do on the board here tonight, you're going to love Patreon. We're over there at least 2 or 3 times a week doing film evaluations, but it's more than that. It's about community. It's about that Discord channel. A lot of the guys that have helped me out lately, that have gotten their hands on some of our content, including our new high-priced fancy producer, they come out of that Discord chat. So it really is a community aspect. But as far as the running backs go here tonight, if you've heard me talk about running backs at Georgia since Monken's taken over, you'll hear me phrase it this way. Georgia has a 1A and a 1B in terms of their backfield. That's what Monken wants to do. He wants to have what I call a bell cow back, right? A back that's taking the predominant first or early down carries, short yards carries, the guy that's going to get 15 to 20 traditional run touches every single game. That's 1A. His 1B back, okay? We got the bell cow back, and then we got the gadget back, okay? This is your guy that is going to be on the field on 3rd and short, okay? Is going to be on the field on 3rd and long. For if they were to happen to go empty, he's the one running out of the backfield. Last year, the starting 1A and starting 1B backs were Zamir White and James Cook. Now, they are returning. But tonight, you're going to see, and this is why I paired these two together, because I do believe the position at Georgia, the running back position, is a pair, okay? They used to have 3 or 4 guys that did similar skill sets, right? Sony and Nick Chubb and DeAndre Swift and Brian Herrien, when they were on the field together, when they were on the roster together, they all kind of did, similar skill sets. Totally different now. Okay, now you've got guys that are doing different things. And I think Kendall is the best version of that 1A back that Georgia has on its roster. The guy that can go out and get solid yardage and lead your team in rushing if you give him those initial carries. And I think Kenny, despite how much we talk about James Cook's ability in open field as an explosive athlete and as a run after the catch type of athlete and football player, Kenny McIntosh, to me, provides the best gadget back that Georgia has. I don't know if they're going to play out that way this year. We'll find out more through spring, but that's the best combination to me. I was talking to a guy today that's very knowledgeable at the position, and I said, to me, if you were to give Kendall Milton and Kenny McIntosh the boatload and the lion's share, if you were to make them that 1A and 1B back, it would be the closest thing, to me, in my opinion, to having Najee Harris and DeAndre Swift in the same backfield. That's how highly I think of these two individuals that we're going to watch tonight. Okay? Kendall Milton, 6'2", 6'2 and a half, 230-pound back from California, coincidentally. That is Najee Harris. 5'11", 215 to 220, elite sideline, shiftiness athlete, elite explosive lateral quickness, elite dead leg. That is DeAndre Swift. That is Kenny McIntosh. So without further ado, let's grind this here tape. I got it, Dicko. You want to take it? You take it. I'll keep talking to the audience. Sorry, it's a miscommunication between me and him. My high school football coach used to say, my defense coordinator's name, Robbie Ross. Shout out to Robbie Ross. Timeout. If you know, you know. But he used to say, hey, communication, if it's a communication error, right? If we busted an assignment because we didn't communicate, that's okay. Because we can fix communication. Dicko, we can fix communication. You sit back over there and you keep eating them nugs, though. Shout out to McDonald's. Not a sponsor, but probably should be if they were smart. Okay, first time we see Kenny. That's what I like about, what I love about Georgia backs is no matter who you are, if it's your first time on the field in a football game, by God, they're going to get you involved, even if it's you having to block. They're going to send George Pickens in motion here, and they're running the jet, which puts Kenny as a lead blocker out on the edge. Now, you'd think, Kenny Kenny McIntosh, not really a lead blocking type guy, right? Not really a modern fullback, if you will. But wait until you see this tight cut, okay? Wait until you see just how aggressive he is and how, much effort he's given on this football play for George. He just left the screen. There he is, okay? He's locked on now, right? He is locked on. Let's watch how he finishes. Okay, we call it in the offensive line where we call it a fight to finish. Let's see how he fights. You know what? By God, I think he fought pretty well, right? Again, for a running back who this is literally the first time we see him all night, and he's out there on the edge. Now, I should have told you what the game plan was tonight. That's on me. We're going to watch all of Kenny in this game. Then we'll watch all of Kendall in this game. And then we'll watch all of Kenny against Bama. And we'll watch all of Kendall against Bama, okay? We'll go boom, 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 boom throughout the night on their footage. I guess just boom, 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 if you follow me. Let's go to 219. Now, here's why I think the comparison for Kenny is DeAndre Swift. It's the ability to make the first defender miss. Okay, what I think is great about both of these individuals, okay, look, 2nd and 5 right here. What I think is great about both these individuals is they make the first defender miss almost majority of the time. Okay, you'll see here, Kenny is getting trash around his legs almost immediately. Okay, almost immediately behind the line of scrimmage, and his ability to take small windows in between the tackles and turn them into 6-yard gains is what reminds me of that guy in Athens that wore number 7. Let's watch it slow right quick, and you can just see how little he's actually working with. Okay, if my memory serves me correctly, they are pulling back here, okay? Which means they're down blocking this way, back blocking this way, inserting here. I believe, if I remember correctly. So watch how little there is in terms of space when he gets out there. And I hope I didn't spin it back. I didn't. Okay? So they're running Trey counter. Okay? They're bringing the tight end instead of Jamari. But they're doing it. They're kicking here, and they're pulling Fitzy up into the hole. Okay? When he actually gets to the hole, watch how little is there. He's actually going to get his legs hit right now. He's 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Okay? And he's going to make something happen. He's going to make something shake. Okay, stick his foot back in the ground, get north to south, run through an arm tackle from KJ Britt, and keep moving, right? Keep moving. Turned what should have been a -1 into a +6 and move the chains. That's the type of stuff that I see when he's in the backfield. The problem is last year and, for the most part, during his entire career, he hadn't gotten a bunch of touches. I think his highest usage in terms of play this year, and I know he battled some injuries, but I think it was, either Cincinnati, I think he had five or six catches, almost all of them on that last drive, and like 6 or 7 carries. That's about it. This guy hadn't had more than 15 touches per game, and eventually when he does get it, it's going to be elite. Now, this is why, to me, Kirby Smart values experience at a position like this so much. And it's this right here. I'll show you from the tight. What they did to Kenny and what they did to James, and for the most part, their gadget backs, what Monken will do is he'll allow them to either be in what we call scan protection, which I'll show you what that is right now, or just an automatic free release. So Kirby talks all the time about young running backs being able to, help out in blitz protection, help out in pass pro. It's vital for his evaluation point. He doesn't want this right here to happen. So what ultimately happens is 9 squeaks over and he's going to blitz. Georgia is in a 4-man slide because they're getting pressure off this edge over here, right? We're one-on-one backside, which leaves Kenny in what we call scan technique, okay? Scan from right to left. If anybody's coming, you are now in on the protection. If not, after you scan, you check out. Now here's the problem. When you're a young back and you see a backer slide over, okay, maybe you think you're supposed to have him, maybe you don't. But what ultimately happens is, okay, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. He's looking right, and then he'll veer left, see if anybody's coming, and he'll check out. He checks out too early, though. Okay, here's the creeping. Here's what we call the stem, right? At this point right now, as he's stemming over, he's got to be alert. His eyes are still right to left. That's fine, but this linebacker's eyes are this way. He has now left the box. We've got to have our head on a swivel. If we're in scan technique, if our job is to scan from right to backside backer to left, we got to get our head on this guy who's coming right now. And I know that is a whole lot on that screen, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Boom. He blitzes right now, and Kenny has scanned way too fast and is running the free release. And now we got a free hit on our quarterback, and Stetson ends up just getting absolutely walloped right here, and it's a trashed play. It's a done play. So that's why old guys get on the field. That's why old guys play. That's why this spring blitz period and blitz pickup and team periods where they're running blitzes against these running backs and throwing everything at them, they need to be hitting on all cylinders. If they're not, Kirby's going to keep up with them old guys. Those young guys, if you want to play in college, you can't have bust assignments. You can't fail on scan technique and get your quarterback hit. You just can't do it. Now, we got a clinic on how to play fast and explosive. Daggum chains ain't even. Oh, I know what we're talking about. Okay, look. So this is the Curious Jackson play. Okay, they're going to run him on the deep post. This ain't about Kenny McIntosh. It's about Georgia and what Monken wants to do. They're going to hit the deep shot right here, and we're going to let it run, and I want you to see how this sequence works out. They hit the deep shot. Let's play it full speed for you just so you can realize how fast they're actually playing, okay? They're going to hit the deep shot on the post, and they're immediately going to get on the ball. Absolutely immediately get on the ball. Now, a lot of college football programs do this. It's nothing new. So they were in 2-by-1. They're going to come up to the line of scrimmage, give them a formation. Darnell's going to flip over. Actually, this is the tight angle of what the play that just happened, so ignore that. That's the big play. Now watch how fast they get to the line of scrimmage. Everybody's jogging up. Everybody's jogging up. The next clip we see, chaos. Chaos and confusion. Georgia getting on the line of scrimmage. The daggum chains ain't even set. The chains are still running up to the line of scrimmage before Stetson is snapping the ball and giving the ball to Kenny for an 8-yard gain, right? That's what playing fast does for you after an explosive. And all it is, hey, let's get to the line of scrimmage. Let's run inside zone out of 3-by-1, period. It is a base play. It is a day one install play, and you just walk up to the line of scrimmage and you run it right now after we just hit a big explosive. It's a great cut by Kenny. Now, at what point, you know, the Ezekiel Elliott's in college, the Saquon Barkley's in college. I don't know about you guys, but I know he's in a bad positioning, right? But watch how hard these two dudes, I believe it is, actually hit Kenny, and watch the body, watch the body blows that he takes, right? And he's going backwards. The elite of elites, they have this vision, they have this explosiveness, they have the backside cut ability, but they damn sure don't get hit like that and get put in bad body positions. Watch from the wide, okay? He's getting put back on his heels. You never see elite backs get put on their heels, but that's okay. 27-46. And then we'll get to Kendall here in a second. Oh, we had a caller. Was it a caller the other day on NBR that asked about wrinkles in Monken's offense? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a caller.
Yeah. It was a caller that was asking about wrinkles in Monken's offense. Let me show you a wrinkle right here. So, and you'll find this on Bama tape too. They're running the simple bubble, okay? Go block most dangerous man. You are 1v1 with the front side safety. That's what happens. If I come to the line of scrimmage and I see 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, and 3, by God, we're throwing the bubble, okay? Because the box is heavy, most likely. Let's get the ball out on the perimeter. Now, what Georgia's doing is they're running the bubble up at the top, and you've seen that all year long, but they're also running a little slip screen down here to the bottom, and they're releasing some big fellas into the boundary while running Darnell on a drag, okay? So there's the wrinkle. The wrinkle is next year, if you see Stetson Bennett maybe pump that, or JT Daniels pump that bubble and then come back down to the running back in the halfback screen. Guys, if you go back and watch Todd Monken's work during his time at Southern Miss, some of his most explosive and dynamic plays were like this. Running back out of the backfield We're running a little screen for him. Okay, look at all this grass over here. I got 1, 2 offensive linemen with his eyes this way, his eyes this way, his eyes this way, his eyes this way, his eyes this way. Now, I realize the ball has been thrown, but the same effect happens with a hard pump fake after we've ran bubble 3 or 4 times, right? It's a simple play action almost at that point, okay? You can get the same type of effect with a hard pump fake after you've ran that play a couple times. Those are where the wrinkles are, okay? 31-37. Let's hang out here. What we got? All right, got a problem here. Okay, got a major problem here. Now, anybody who's worth the salt at calling combinations when it comes to blocking schemes, and let me double check, see what's happening here. Okay, they're running standard inside zone. All right. Okay, standard inside zone here. Let me show you something. Teach you a little some football knowledge right here. Okay, this is why it's so important to have not only a quarterback that knows what they're doing, but a center that knows what they're doing in terms of the run game. So young quarterbacks that are watching wherever, young centers especially, hell, even young running backs, pay attention right now because I'm about to put you on game, okay? Look, this guy, he's out in space. We cannot count him in the run game. All we're trying to do is run inside zone this way. It is a standard inside zone. Everybody has their doubles, okay, to their linebackers, and he is off the edge, sealing the backside edge. That's how it should work, all right? That's exactly how it should work. The center should walk to the line of scrimmage, and he should say, Mike 33, which tells everybody on the offensive line that these two are working to these two on a combo, okay? What ends up happening is these, and when he calls him the Mike, that tells the backside tackle and the backside guard that they're working to him. That's how communication works. But I don't believe there's any communication here because Trey Hill works out to the linebacker in space as if he's expecting this combo to go to the play side inside linebacker. Okay? So instead of us working on these angles, okay, instead of us working on these angles and maybe the cut being right there, now watch what happens as the play plays out. I've got left guard and left tackle working back to the inside backer. I've got center and right guard working to the field backer. And now I've got an all-SEC defender, as I drop my marker, an all-SEC defender right in daggum A-gap, just wearing it out, right? Just absolutely wearing it out. Appreciate you, Dicko. That's why we always got 2, right? Bring an extra ball. Look at you, athletically hopping over cables all over this place. Without even a sound. We probably saw you in all the reflections, but that's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you're watching this on Saturdays, and I just lost it. When you're watching this on Saturdays and you're like, well, damn, what's happening? Why can't Kenny get loose? What's going on? Well, what's going on is your 3-year or your 2-year starter at center, or maybe your 2-year starter at left guard, or maybe your 2-year starter at tackle, whoever it is, one of these 5, 6 guys just jacked up royally. And as a former center and as an offensive line, I consider myself, I wouldn't say a guru, but a guy who knows the stuff. That's on this dude. And that's on this guy. Okay? That's all that's on. These 2 guys control all of the communication, or should, on great football teams. Okay? And these 2 guys just messed it up royally. And 6, I don't know what you're supposed to do, but he does a great job of at least getting some type of positive yardage. We can't have that, man. Just can't have blatant misidentifications of Mike IDs when we're juniors in college. You can't have it. Can't have it. I don't care how verified the looks are, how many different looks you're getting in a football game. You can't have that happen. I do like Kenny in between the tackles. I know everybody sees this profile, his physical profile, and they're like, yeah, I don't know, but he has a great knack for just finding little bitty creases. I mean, just finding the smallest of holes and being patient, right? And being patient. And this is what this is what sets him apart in this gadget back role, this 1B role for me, because I know that on 3rd and 3, if I line Kenny up in the backfield, the opposition isn't automatically key and pass. You follow me? If I see James Cook on the field on 3rd and 3, I'm not comfortable that they're going to line up and run power at me or run counter at me like they just did here. I'm not confident that they can do that. I'm playing for the run. When I see James Cook in the backfield, I'm playing for the pass, right? Odds are, based off tendencies in the past, if that dude's back there, they're throwing the football, okay? With Kenny, not so much. You can't do that to him. 32-41. We're almost to Kendall. What do we like here? Hey, these them Swift vibes right here. That's what I put on the notes. Let's see what he does. Look like wearing 7 right here. Oh, yeah, a little toss sweep. Yank. Making guys miss, right? The suddenness, the stop. I just lost my board. For good, it looked like we're good. We're back up. Let's go back. Okay, this suddenness, right? To make free alley defenders miss. To just put guys on their face and just keep bouncing and somehow maintain your balance and keep moving. This is the type of stuff that separates him again. His ability to make open defenders miss. How many times have you guys heard me on this channel tell you that if you're a young running back and you think you're going to play in college, well, guess who you've got to account for? You've got to account for the alley defender every single time you get the ball. There is no more of you getting out there in the middle of the alley on toss sweep like this and just seeing nothing but green grass. By God, you're going to see a defender. You're going to see a defender running the alley, and it's going to be you and him, okay? I make a lot of jokes about all them little rabbit drills and all them chase drills they do. Well, guess what? Here it is in real life. That's what that is. When you guys go to camps, when running backs, linebackers go to camps, and they put you in this situation, that's what they're talking about. You are running the alley as a safety. You just came downhill. Now you got to unzip your feet. It's one-on-one. Can you do it? Can you tag off? Can you go make that play? And vice versa for you running backs. Can you make that first guy miss? Kenny can. I've seen him do it on a consistent basis in college. Now, 35-30 is the last one we're going to watch before we go start watching some Kendall stuff, and you're going to see why I chose it to be last. Now, if you're going to be a great back, you've got to be absolutely elite in running inside zone concepts, okay? Inside zone, power concepts, finding gaps, finding backside cuts if you're going to be elite. It's what's going to make Najee Harris a first-round running back, okay? That's what it's going to be. And here's what I'm talking about. When we're running split zone, which is, and I say we because I'm coaching you right here. When they're running split zone like this and everybody's working this way, okay, the natural cutback lane is going to be right here. But in order to get there, you've got to press your reads. What do I mean by press your reads? What the hell is Brooks talking about? I'll show you right now, okay? You've got to be able to press your reads, get through your reads quickly, and find, you see the backside gap open up? Dicko, you watching this? You see this? You see this backside cut open up? Let's take a look at it. But it requires patience. It requires a lot of patience, okay? Here's the lane. That is the touchdown backdoor cut, right? That is where the money is going to be found. But the problem is you've got to be able to press frontside A gap. If it's not there, we got to find backside A gap. If backside A gap's closed, now we got to get all the way to backside B, or back, in this case, backside C. I'm going to show you a clip later of Kendall against Alabama, and you'll watch him work through these reads exceptionally quickly, like really, 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 really quickly. All right, now let's go to 33-14, and we'll take our first look at a guy who I absolutely love watching on tape, okay? I absolutely love it because every time I see him, every time he shows up in the backfield, it's just explosion. It's absolutely explosion and what I like to call suddenness, okay? I'm pretty sure this is one of the first carries he has in this football game, talking about 22 back there, and it's immediate, guys. It is evident the moment you turn it on that this dude is different, okay? And I'm gonna put it into full speed for you. Coming out of high school, I compared him to Le'Veon Bell. I know every Georgia fan and their mama right now wants to call him Nick Chubb. I see a little bit different running style, and this is what I'm talking about. Okay, do you see how there's suddenness jumping from gap to gap? Okay, do you see how he's going through his processes? He's going through his reads. Look at his eyes. His eyes are front side A gap right now. He's reading whether or not Trey Hill is going to get beat over his face. Okay, once he sees that he doesn't like it, boom, he's back into backside A gap. Okay, his eyes are right down the midline. Now he's going to realize, oh, that's a little caked up. So we need to get to all the way to backside C gap. And then he finds this hole and sees all this and immediately jump cuts back inside and gets vertical as fast as possible to maximize the play. And it just looks like your regular standard run, right? It just looks like your regular run until you, on TV especially, until you look at it this way, right? Until you get on the all 22, until you get in that end zone cut and realize that, yeah, 22 is a little bit different. He's a lot more sudden, okay? And you don't realize that this guy is 6'2", 230 pounds, and is running over grown men. Don't worry, I got some more clips of those coming soon, okay? Again, 6'2.5", basically 6'3", 230 pounds, and he's out here doing this kind of stuff on tape, man. I absolutely adore watching it. Here he is again, running a little Trey counter. Okay, this is the play we showed you with Kenny. It's the same exact play. They're pulling backside guard and kicking. They're wrapping Darnell into the hole to pick up the play side inside linebacker. What Kendall's going to do is open up left, okay, and cut back right and follow his guys. And watch how seamlessly and almost without slowing down, he finds where this actual crease is on this play, okay? This is just natural, God-given, what I like to call spatial awareness. Being able to know exactly where people are without having to put your eyes on them. Okay? He just knows how to get in and out. Okay? He knows how to flow, right? And then he knows how to jump to the backside cut and give someone a jump cut that's out there as a free defender. I compared it, and I will always compare it. Okay, did anybody ever play Tetris growing up? Right? Tetris. You got your, am I behind my thing? You're laughing over there, Dicko, right? Tetris. Okay, I don't know why I'm drawing it, but y'all know how the game works, right? And then you got some space over here, okay? You got a space over here that you got to fit, but you got all these bars hanging around, and all of a sudden you got to move one in there and fit it perfectly. You know how Tetris works, right? Everybody knows how Tetris works. This dude runs the football like he's playing Tetris. Look at him. He's going to come in here. He's going to jump around, then bend back out, and then cut. Okay, and here's the space. Here's the touchdown. Here's the money run, right? Here's where the bag's at. And he just finds it. He just finds it every daggum time he gets the ball. I haven't seen him make a bad cut. I really haven't. He's just different. And that's what I'm saying. I don't see, everyone wants to see Nick Chubb. I think what you're seeing with the Nick Chubb comparisons, and I saw it too, I've tweeted about it, it's the ability to run over people and run through people, right? It's that. That's what you're seeing.
Talked about it in the Discord too.
Huh?
Talked about it in the Discord too.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think this is the play I'm looking at right here. 3506. Hey, we got to be better in pass pro, just like Kenny, right? We got to be better. Watch him right here. This is not good. Okay, I know we're selling the play fake. I understand that we're selling the play fake, but we're a big, strong boy, right? We're a big, strong boy. We've been talking about how physical you play since you've been at Georgia, since the Tennessee game basically, or the Auburn game actually, when you started running folks over. Let's hit some folks in pass pro, okay? I understand that this is a freshman running back. He was never asked to block a day in his life. So when someone blitzes the house on him into his protection, he's a little bit hesitant. He don't really know what's going on. So we got to be a little bit more alert and recognize blitz off of play action. We got to be a bit better in pass pro. I think as the season progressed, he got better, for the record. 3905, I think, is what I got on the notes over there. Yeah. Guys, it's patience paired with power. That's what I got on the notes. It's the patience to find the hole, okay? And then it's the power to meet a defensive tackle that thinks he's got you licked up and to just absolutely run over him, okay? 94's big butt is going to fall back into this play and think he's got himself a kill shot. He thinks he's got himself a kill shot right now. This big joker, look him up. Find me 94 on 2020 Auburn roster. Give me the height and weight on this big joker, and we'll tell the folks on air. Okay? He thinks he's got him. He thinks he's got himself a knockout shot. I got myself a highlight, coach. It's going to be me, baby. I'm all up in there, just like the huddle days back in high school. Wham! Wham! Folded. Folded like a cheap suit over there on his face. On his face. A true freshman. A true freshman.
I got it.
What is it, Dicko? How big and tall is the 94?
That is Auburn's defensive tackle. He's 6'2", 326, Tyrone Chuestel.
Okay, we ain't got to say his government name. Just know that he's 6'2", what, 336, so he said?
6'2", 326.
6'2", 326, and he just got him a helping service of whoop ass right here from Kendall Milton. I'm serious. Look, he think he got him. This is the Nick Chubb stuff y'all seeing, right? The jumping through, all right? The jumping over, the dragging legs through arm tackles, the stuff like that. That's what you're seeing. But I'm seeing patience paired with power. I'm seeing Najee Harris in a Georgia uniform. That's what I'm seeing. 41-44. All I got on this one, it says yards after contact, Jack. Let's see what he's doing. That's Dejon Edwards, who I guess we can get to. Now, game's really over at this point. DeJuan Mathis is in, but Auburn still got their dudes out there. And Kendall gets hit basically at the line of scrimmage, right? At the line of scrimmage. Okay, maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage, right there. So he gets hit at the, what's that, the 22? He gets hit at the 22. Let's see where he ends up getting tackled. Okay, we'll leave that little mark there. Let's see what happens. Oh, look, he's at the 25. Probably at the 26 by the time they mark that thing. It's just yards after contact every single time he touches the ball. Never goes backwards. Ever, ever, ever goes backwards. I think I also had a note. 44. We're going to 44-29, I think that says. All right, I was told in Discord to only talk about the backs, but we're going to talk about the heavies for a little bit because we don't have a ton of film on these young guys. Dicko, make sure our camera don't die, big guy. We don't have a ton of film on these guys, but little things like this will let you know what's actually going on, okay? I want you guys to pay attention. Let's take a brief moment to watch this guy, okay? This is Cedric Van Pran Granger. I want y'all to take a quick second to watch what he does, okay? Just gave him a little tap. Give him a little tap, okay? I think we're going to get a hard count. He's talking to him some more. He's talking to him some more. Now he's pointing for him, okay? Downset hut, we run the play. Why does this matter? Why does this matter? Dicko, do you know why it matters? I'll tell you why it matters. Because this is the first game in a blowout opportunity that redshirt freshman, right? I think he's a redshirt freshman, maybe redshirt sophomore. True freshman. True freshman. That's Erickson. That's a junior, and we got a junior out here, okay? First time all of them have played together all year. This is this dude's first time ever getting into a football game. I think Cedric might have played just a little bit at Arkansas. But what this tells me, second game of the year? Second game of the year, what this tells me is 63 knows the offense, even if it's the base level of the offense. 63 knows what's going on. Does Tate Ratledge next to him? I don't know, because I've been in this situation, and this guy, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but watch this altercation, and we'll get your opinion here in a second. Watch this altercation from the top, and you tell me who's the one asking for information here, and who's the one giving information. Okay? More of it, people moving, pointing. Dicko, who's the one giving information there? Who's the one seeking the information?
Looks like Tate's asking Cedric what's going on, basically.
Exactly. He's asking where's the combo going, which, for a callback to the beginning of the show, he knew the combo was going here, right? He didn't think the combo was going here. The junior did. The junior that started this football game did. Okay, so that's what you're getting in 63 moving forward. And for the most part, I think that's what you're getting in 50. I think they know what they're doing. But SVP, as a true freshman, I see stuff on tape where I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Do the other guys. I don't know. Okay, here's this next evolution of this Tetris game, right? Here's the next evolution. Kendall does a great job finding the original cut, right? He's pressing frontside A right now. It's not there. He bounces into backside B gap. He does a great job. He's getting positive yardage, but he sees it. He sees it open up right here. He's trying to work his butt back over here. Okay, he's trying to fully Le'Veon Bell that thing, and that is the next evolution of 22. 22 is going to be standing upright at this point and making that jump cut. Okay, that's what he's been training all offseason. That's what he's gotten better at. That's what it's going to be. Okay, you're going to see multiple runs this year where Kendall is looking like he is swallowed up in trash. And then all of a sudden, it's going to be a stiff arm jump cut, boom, to the sideline, 30, 40-yard gain. It's what made Todd Gurley so great. It's what makes Najee Harris so great. It's what makes these big physical backs with elite levels of vision. It's what makes them great. All right, we got a little bit longer. I think we're at 35. Is that correct, Dicko? We're at 35, 9:35. So we got some time to hang out. Let's watch some Alabama tape. Okay. So, give me the opening scene right quick, Dick. So just to recap right now, we're a little bit over halfway through. A bit over halfway through. I don't have a ton of Alabama stuff because these two guys didn't play very, very often. Okay, they went 2 full series, a turnover and a full drive before they even put Kenny in the game. Then they waited a whole nother series to put Kendall Milton in the game. All right? Defensively, the first time they needed a sub, they went to Julian Rochester. Jalen Carter did not get into the game until about the 5th or 6th drive. Why am I telling you that? Especially when we're on this film study. Why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because when push comes to shove, when Georgia goes to Alabama, when Georgia goes to Clemson, when Georgia goes to Charlotte to play Clemson, Kirby Smart has shown you through his track record that he values experience. He will always play the experience. You can't tell me, you can't sit here and watch tape of Julian Rochester and Jalen Carter and tell me that Rochester is currently the better player. You can't do it, okay? But experience matters. Experience matters in big football games like this, and especially to Kirby Smart. That's what his track record tells you, and you know what? That's his call. And he's been right more times than wrong, so he gets the benefit of the doubt there. I'm fully on board with that. Now, the one problem I've had, it's not even a problem. It's kind of the tendency, and I don't know if this is something they're being coached. I saw it a lot against Kentucky. This tendency to be running inside zone and just immediately jump for this backdoor cut. Immediately jump for it. It's that they don't even try. They don't even try to press frontside A gap. Look, I mean, the ball, we're at mesh point right now, and we're not even thinking about reading frontside A. And I get that. Frontside A is closed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders, all past what was the original midline of the play, right? Frontside's dead. It's dead. I get that. We're not even looking over there now. But, by God, that joker's right there. Okay? That joker's right there. But this combo is working to this guy. So, once you get to this point right now as a back, once you are Kenny at this point, you are reading this window to this window. Okay? Now, how you go about pressing that block, and making your cut, that's up to you, man. I think we could have maybe, just maybe, pressed it front side just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But I understand that if you take a look, if you peek, by God, this safety is screaming downhill. Absolutely screaming downhill. Watch, I think it's Buddy right here. This dude closes this window so freaking fast, it's unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. It's just speed everywhere, guys. It's NFL speed everywhere. Which is why you gotta carry your reads out so much further, in my opinion. You can't be so gung-ho to bounce backside. But you know what? I'll give him his credit. When this dude does see a crease, by God, he hits his foot in the gas and goes. And he ain't got no problems with it, okay? When he finds a crease, he is full tilt, and you see the immediate burst and acceleration that you have to play this position and play it well. And for that matter, after the contact, he's not bad either, okay? He's not great, but I'd take him over James Cook, no doubt. I haven't seen James Cook do this on a consistent basis, where he finds a hole in A-gap, gets a shoulder tackle at +2 yards, right? Kenny gets hit right there. He's getting absolutely walloped by an SEC linebacker, but he stays on his feet and is driving the pile. We'll see moving forward if that's something that James can do. 6:04. I'm telling you this, I think this is his first touch of this football game, and it's noticeable, man. It's noticeably different every time he gets on the field. It's noticeably different. He touches the ball and things happen. Look, guys, I just showed you this number 3. I just showed you him. Everybody, let's just take a minute. Let's ignore everybody else. Let's only watch our boy right here and just look at how absolutely screwed he is in open field against this monster from Clovis, California. This 18-year-old grown man. Whoop. Can't do anything, man. Cannot do anything. And we talk every time. I've already said it 4 or 5 times this episode about how the first defender that you meet in college, the very first one, okay, here it is again. We saw Kenny win earlier in the game, right? Or early in the film study. We saw him win against Auburn. Well, this is the drill, one-on-one in the alleyway. Why do coaches make you do that drill? Because it's applicable, right? And here it is, and the freshman on the road is just absolutely saucing all SEC safeties. Absolutely saucing. Not to mention the explosiveness to even get to that read backside and to look that fast at 330 pounds. Okay? Elite stuff right here. Again, every single time he's on the field, every single time he touches the ball, it's a chance for an explosive for your offense. I think that's invaluable. Here's another invaluable portion of this man's football, this man's game, right? We talked about who's going to find that cut, who can process frontside A, backside C, jump cut, foot in the gas, go. Who can do all that the fastest? Because what's going to ultimately happen is when you go on the road or when you're playing Alabama, guess what? They're going to spike 3 techs. They're going to roll. They're going to do all this stuff because they've predetermined that, by God, you're trying to run your inside zone track to that 3 technique. So what Bama is going to do is they're going to spike the 3. They're going to wrap the shade, and here it is. It's this big open hole, and you're going to see a big joker from Alabama standing in front, like right in frontside A-gap, saying, come on, 22, let me eat you up right quick. And he's going to be right there in frontside A-gap because they've schemed him up to do so. Okay? Let me get it paused up for you. There he is, look. An inexperienced back not named Kendall Milton will see this space, and by God, they will jump and they will try to hit it, not knowing that, they've designed you to think that, right? He's sitting right here to jump in. He is literally wrapping over to jump into this crease that has been made into your inside zone scheme based off their slant. This guy was the 3 tech. He was sitting right here. He just jumps in, nose tackle jumps out to bait you into jumping into that cut. Well, first time ever seeing something like this, by God, Kendall knows, I see you peeking. That's shut down. Okay, let's check backside A. Let's see what happens when he checks backside A. Let's hit it real quick. Boom. Okay, now he's checking backside A. Well, damn, the 3 technique that was over here, right, that spiked over here, now he's winning. He's over there turned around looking at me. So the only way to do it is hit backside C. Now we got to get all the way back, okay, all the way back. And he gets there, except Fitz is over here on the ground and is completely whiffed on Will Anderson, a freshman All-American. So anything that could have gone wrong, went wrong on this football play, but 22 showed me something here. Watch it full speed and watch all those things I just told you that he was processing. You can see it when it's paused. Look how fast he's having to go through them. Okay? On the fly, all while moving forward, all while jump cutting, all while protecting the ball, all while still getting positive yards when the front side guard got beat, the front side tackle got beat, the front side center got beat, and the backside inside or the split zone blocker from the tight end got his butt whooped. Still got +2 yards. It's an elite football play. It's an elite football play. But it goes completely unnoticed for most. 8:14. We're almost done, guys. Now, as he gets older, as he gets better, as he watches more tape, he's going to find this cut, okay? Where's it at? What cut was that? Oh, that one right there. This is how great I think this dude's going to be. He's going to, because Najee Harris is this great, by the way, guys. He is. Watch him. I might just do a film study on him, but if you watched the What to Expect episode before the Alabama game, you would have been in appreciation of how great number 22 is, or from Alabama, okay? He finds that, okay? And he's one-on-one with the safety, about to bang his head on the goalpost. That's the next level, right? To find all of these backside cuts, to be absolutely perfect in your game of Tetris, to find every nook and cranny, to find every alleyway. All right, give me the closing scene, Dicko. Give me the closing scene. We're good? All right, so all in all, look, I think what's going to end up happening, and rightfully so, I told you that Kirby values the experience. I do think James Cook and Zamir White get the same. I hope they give everyone an opportunity to play and compete and actually have an open competition. But I would be willing to bet that game 1, week 1 against Clemson, it's going to be the Zamir and James Cook show, and that's fine. And if the Georgia fan base has to wait until 2022 to actually get to see the Kenny and Kendall show, then that's what it is. It is what it is. I'm just ready to see it as an evaluator now. Again, I do think it is Najee Harris, DeAndre Swift in the same backfield. That's what I see when I see it on tape. So that's that. Appreciate you guys for coming by. We will see you Sunday with another film breakdown. We will see you Monday with MBR. We're going to try to do Mondays MBR from now on. Nothing but rants. We'll see you guys. Appreciate you for stopping by. Peace out.